You know what's good, YouTube. It's Cartavio here, back again once again, and today, people, we're starting a new series on the channel. I briefly mentioned this in the update video from Saturday, but I didn't go into too much detail. But if you want to know more about what this series is, it's going to be where we take one Pokemon from each tier every single week, and we look at them. And I'll give you some potential sets if you want to run them. And at the very end, I'll give you the typical set if you just want that. Monday, it's going to be Little Cup. Tuesday, it's going to be NU. Wednesday, it's going to be RU. Thursday, it's going to be UU. And Friday, it's going to be OU. So let's go ahead and take a look at Froakie. A lot of people doubt Froakie in Little Cup. He's ranked C in the viability list. But I did find a few potential things you can work with him with. And some of them work better than others. One of them that's not the best but does have its uses is this Froakie. He's got Taunt, Toxic Spikes, Thief, and U-Turn. It's a very good lead because you can get the Taunt off against any Rock Setters that want to go. You can then set up your own Toxic Spikes. Toxic Spikes isn't the best in Little Cup, and I'll get to that in a moment. Then, once they pop your Focus Sash, you can get the Thief off. And if you need to, you can go ahead and get on out of there with U-Turn. You may be wondering why I said Toxic Spikes isn't so good in this tier. It's because your HP is abysmal. Your HP is, on this, 20. It's usually like 20 to 35, I believe. I don't know who has the highest base HP, but it's not that good. And Toxic Spikes is only going to take them down like 1 hit point. But the uses for it that I see are the fact that you can get rid of their Sturdy Juice. Sturdy Juice, in case you don't know, is a strategy where you give someone with Sturdy Berry Juice. And then, after their Sturdy pops, they'll get right back up to full HP, and they'll get another Sturdy. If you're like Magnemite, and you have Recycle, you can keep on abusing this over and over and over. Magnemite doesn't work with Toxic Spikes because he's part Steel, but other Pokemon that do have it, like Onix, is one. I believe Nosepass has it, but not really anyone uses Nosepass for a good reason. And a few other Pokemon have Sturdy Juice, but besides that, that's about the use of it. You can steal their item with Thief, and then get on out of there with U-Turn, like I said. Now, this is the set that I personally like to use, is Waterfall, U-Turn, Acrobatics, and Rock Slide. A lot of people don't really see Physical Froakie or even Physical Greninja, and yes, their special move pool is a lot wider. But the move pool on the physical side isn't awful. Base 56 attack to base 62 attack. 6 points of difference. But the reason I went with this set is because Waterfall is his best water move. U-Turn, you can get on out of there. And as you can tell by now, U-Turn is on a lot of these lists. Well, it's going to be on a lot of these lists. It's already been on 2 of them. The only 2 we've had so far. But anyways, I'm rambling. As I always do. Then we have Acrobatics over Aerial Ace because if they knock off your Life Orb, you can go ahead and get them with an Acrobatics. That already gets rid of Katsuni, who can be a problem for this set. For a regular Froakie anyways. And then you have Rock Slide, which can go ahead and hit Fletchling, since you don't have an Ice move on here. And it's also got a 30% chance to flinch. Waterfall's got that 20% chance, which is nice. So that's the personal set I like to run. You can also run a Physical Greninja, but we'll save him for later. I may actually do Greninja for OU this week. I'm not too sure. We'll see. Then we have the other physical moves that you can run on Greninja. Thief, Power Up Punch, Lick, Facade, Return. And while they are not as good as the set I like to run, because Power Up Punch, you're not going to have a chance to really set up. Lick has 30 base power, even if it does have a chance to paralyze. Facade isn't too good, and Return's probably your best option out of them. I don't know why I don't have them on this set, but either way, if you want to run a physical Froakie, you have those choices that you can go with. Then a choice Scarf or even a choice Specs set is also viable. Because U-Turn's also on this set, I gave him some investment in attack, and I know you can't see it because it's not recording that bit. But I went ahead and gave him 140 in attack and 180 in special attack. You may be wondering about the weird spreads, but that's because 252, 252, 4 doesn't work so well here. Because your levels raise so differently in Little Cup, the EVs definitely matter a lot more. But if you're going to go with a choice Specs set, go with the hasty nature, and if you're going to go with a choice Scarf set, go with the mild nature. But I've got Ice Beam, Grass Knot, Scald, and U-Turn. You can go Surf over Scald, like I'm about to show you, but I much prefer Scald because you can get that burn. Because the top 3 S tier Pokemon are physical attackers, getting a burn off of them will be very good. The only way they can even counteract that is Pawniard has to get 2 Sword Stances up, and he'll be at basically +2. If he gets 1 up, he'll be at neutral, but don't ever let someone get up 2 Sword Stances on you. Don't be that. No, he would have to get a maximum Sword Stances to get up +2. I don't know. I don't know about that. I'm sorry. Ignore that. Anyways. But Ice Beam and Grass Knot is also pretty good coverage to have. And then U-Turn, you can get on out of there like I've been with every other set. Some more special moves if you want to run them. HP Fire for Pharaoh Seed. Blizzard if you want a more powerful ice move, but less reliable. Surf, you can also go over Scald. And if you want to just go for that confusion, then you go with Water Pulse. But the typical set that a lot of people like to run is Scald, Ice Beam, U-Turn, and HP Fire. HP Fire is there for Pharaoh Seed mainly and Steel types. But Scald you can replace with Surf, like I said. I just prefer Scald because of the burn. Ice Beam takes out Cottony. Takes them out a lot better than HP Fire does. And then U-Turn is the same thing. You can use it for momentum. And I have a Life Orb on him because you won't lock yourself into any move. And yes, while you will take damage because your IVs and HP are 0, yes, I know that sounds really weird why you would have 0 IVs and HP if you have a choice. But you'll only be taking 1 damage each turn from Life Orb. So that's very useful there. And you can sustain yourself a little bit longer. But that's actually going to be it for this episode. These are going to be some really short videos. But if you have any suggestions for any Pokemon that you may want to see me do, or any sets that you may have in mind for a specific Pokemon, then let me know in the comments down below. I'll look at them, and if I like them and I use them, I'll give you credit. But I've been Cartavio. You've been watching. If you enjoyed the content, smash the hell out of that like button, subscribe, come back tomorrow to see part 2 of our Crystal Ashlock, and also to see the Inu Pokemon that I've already chosen. So I will see you then. Peace.